of killing plants that I've been gifted by people, sadly. Drowning cacti and other things, so I actually got a Lego bonsai tree because I can't kill that. Although I did step on it, so it's kind of dead as well. FPX will have 5 sets of Kevlar with the USPs here on the CT side of Vertigo. Maiden having a look-see towards the ramp, and he'll soon find something. That's a lot of players popping out, and one head popped as he goes towards the... we call them sandbags.
Sandbags.
They're not sandbags, but they effectively are. Well, he's been exploded, and Emmy will spot... He's completely blind, but he's got Farley to help him. Second kill from him. Took out Newman Fessa, and Kiabi's gone as well. Borup and Gade, 2 versus 4. Gade's got a lot of clutch in him, but in a pissed around such as this. Look at the lineup. 3-man peak on the side. I love it.
Yeah, tactically just giving ground and retaking it as FPX and fighting together over here at side hall. All 3 players just ready for this. You know, maybe Gade can make it work. Not gonna happen though. Nice pissed around start for FPX.
Yeah, start as you mean to go on. Up top, FunPlus Phoenix.
Coach's Devil Walk, former teammate and friend. Shout out to him.
He is a great dude.
He's a beautiful human.
I've got a lot of time for Devil Walk. As he made a lot of time for me many moons ago. Taught me many grenades on Inferno at the Meltdown Bar in London.
Legend. You know, as somebody who's recently returned to Counter-Strike, James, my Vertigo grenade knowledge is definitely limited. So every time I watch a pro match on this map, I feel like I'm seeing something new, and it's so fascinating. Almost makes me look forward to Ancient.
Mahone's videos are always really useful for that because he just saves you demo watching, you know. So he needs to be putting out some more videos in that respect. Yeah, I need to practice my Vertigo lineups. Just got to do them again and again and again. There are so many nades to learn though. I at least once a week, maybe 2 or 3 times when I'm playing, we'll just load up and go through each map and just run every single grenade I know, just to keep them in the memory. Use them or lose them, as they say. Hyenas using their numbers, moving like a pack onto this A bomb site to try and get a bomb plant, but their numbers are thinning out now. The Lions FPX will move forward.
You know, it's interesting. Maiden, I mean, we're only 2 rounds in, but both of these rounds kind of been the info spotter towards A, the only one who's really taking contact, and no one else on FPX is revealing themselves. They're all just kind of lying in wait. But shows the trust that he has in his teammates to bail him out, and they do clean it up quickly afterwards. Very little economic damage done from Hyenas and FPX in that round. So this will be the first one where Hyenas are at least kitted up, have some AKs and Galil in hand. See what they do with it here.
Aggressive incendiary towards B, and that's a sound cue for Stiko. A fellow keyboard enthusiast.
Yeah.
I believe Tehar Types made him a custom keyboard on stream, so you can look that up. I don't quite fancy the keycaps he went for, though. Newman Fessa with an opening kill on this A bomb site. Spots one on short as well. He can raise the alarm to his teammates. The meaty grenade will be eaten by the likes of AZ, but he's certainly trapped here, Emmy. He's in trouble. This may be a more favorable angle for him. How on earth has he managed to escape this? Could even find a second kill. He might have to because his teammates are getting dropped.
Wow.
Emmy overperforming. 3 kills around the A bomb site, completely trapped, sandwiched by Hyena players. But here we are. It's a good start from him thus far. 2 versus 2 now. Gade still in control of the bomb, using the smoke to make some space on the bomb site, but Zen isn't going to wait for them to make their play, it seems. He's going to swing wide, spot both for them. The MP9 is enough for the first kill. He won't outstay his welcome. Kiabi with half health. Big swing from Maiden, and it's still a clean sheet for FPX. That's a great play from Emmy.
That was incredible to watch. I mean, he was so screwed so many different times in that little 10-second window. And yeah, the FAMAS, which personally speaking, I am, you know, can be hit or miss depending on the day.
You don't do that with a French gun.
You don't double dink people and then re-swing, hide, and allow them to walk into your crosshair and collect 2 more. And that was just what he did. Impressive stuff. 3 and out for FPX, and you know, I maybe sense that Hyenas were smelling blood in the previous round and poised to take A, but holding fast was Emmy, bailed out at the end there by Maiden. Zen alike. The Dupree spot gets found out. I see so many people dying up there these days. It's no longer something that catches people off guard, it seems. An early 5v4 advantage here for Hyenas.
Really using their time. Nervous scenes on Vertigo. And there is a focus on that B bomb site now. Emmy's doing some peeking towards a ramp, but Maiden's heading over towards A despite not much being seen there. Now moving back towards the mid position. Farley's going to be in need of some help, and there may be some. We can see a second and third rotation in Zen and Maiden heading towards this B bomb site now. So there'll be some semblance of a crossfire. There's a flashbang maybe for Farley as they start to line up for him, but he's only good for Zazy, in fact, with the team kill. 3 versus 3 now. Zen with a nice line. It's a great headshot onto the bomb carrier. And that leaves Borup to leave the building the hard way.
Yeah, just one pop flash gets in that entrance. Even finds that first frag. Evens things up at 3s, but no follow-up utility to help them out in that round, so the pistols won't get it done. And for FPX, I mean, they're just looking really comfortable right now. Hyenas, of course, having lost pistol in the first gun round. Slow to get into it, but you know, you kind of get a sense of how FPX are playing the map, whether or not they're going to be pushing up aggressive at you over at stairs, you know, how they're playing the ramp position, and you may have been able to glean some information on the early scouting with AZ opening things up with the off on the far leg. He does trade one back, but now it's a 4-on-2 with just Zen and Sticko remaining.
Yeah, this one escalated real quick. And they're going to have to be proactive if they are to find any success in this round. FunPlus Phoenix. Money's very low, though. Only Zen has a bite. I think Borup may have just spotted Sticko there. So they have half the information in that regard. It's always a strong Molotov to take any sniper angles away and more. Sticko will expire eventually, leaving Zen in a 1 versus 4. See if he chooses to try and make a play here. It is a massive risk. 2 of them are tagged, and it looks like he'll try to hold on to this AK-47.
Yeah, I mean, despite their 4-0 scoreline, their money isn't that great, having, you know, I think it was 2 deaths in the prior round and then 3 in the past. Rebuying a lot of that equipment and utility, if you're expending it on Vertigo as often as these players are, definitely worth it to hang on to your armor and AK if possible. That said, I mean, despite the fact that Fesser and Borup are both low, would maybe behoove him to hold for some exits, maybe try and ensure some more terrorist deaths, but they'll get away cleanly with their first.
He's got the money for 2 rifles.
True. Another house plant there.
How many is that now? What's the count for house plants?
3.5, because I think that is a vase behind Professor that would normally contain plants. At least I'm going to say it is.
AWP AZs. Brave New World here on Hyenas. Now the AWP's in the hands of Gade, maybe playing spawn timings. And to see an AWP has appeared for FunPlus Phoenix. It's a big purchase with the 6K plus that was in the hands of Zen. So rather than the 2 rifles, we've got the big gun coming out. And I love me a hero AWP, as many people know. So we'll see what they can offer with it as they look to stop Hyenas from taking a consecutive round.
Yeah, I could see it really paying off right here, just considering the slow pacing that Hyenas is presenting. They're not really dancing behind or between the bomb sites, rather. They've stated their purpose. They've dumped their utility and pressed forward each and every time so far. The majority of them move towards a ramp. Almost a standard look for them at this point, but no action yet.
Got to be careful there. Slow, careful start from Hyenas. There's a lot of utility on this T side. Borup, a fellow Emerald Web glove user.
Yeah, right here it'll just depend on the quality of the pop flash to get him some foothold on ramp. Looks like Maiden's looking to challenge.
I love this smoke. Creates a gap. Yeah, for the CTs to abuse.
Very quiet, very edgy with Hyenas. But again, they're just edging forward towards the site, looking to abuse their numbers and simply trade frag, worst case scenario. Have a look at this rotation note. We've got 3 men close around the bomb site now, and it seems aggression will be on the way. Farley has some flashbangs. Let me try picking there with the Deagle to no avail. Then with a one-man spray down, actually. Farley and Maiden with frags as well. This one, after a slow start, it's gotten pretty hot. Now we've got plenty of CTs in the red, so there's something to be done for Hyenas. 36 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they commit.
Yeah, as soon as you pass that angle right there next to those, those beams up the ramp near sandbags, you've basically entered the killing zone from 2 or 3 different angles that could potentially crossfire against you. We see it in action right there. No utility being expensed. Hyenas just taking the dry swing, and they pay dearly for it. 2 players remaining. Borup, Gade.
Yeah, 10 seconds. I think they're just holding, hiding in plain sight. Great phrase. Very true here as well. Now the CTs might move forward. I think Hyenas could risk losing something. Or perhaps not. We'll see. Cheeky peek onto Stico. Little more damage done.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even think it was over there. I thought that was at...
There were so many kills at the same time. There's a lot going on.
Nice little no-scope. Hit him with a no-no. 5-1. Nice start from FPX. Hyenas, though, built a bank prior rounds. Yeah, gets him a little bit of foothold underneath the staircase over here at B. It's always such a tricky area, and a bold push through the smoke finds one on a Kirby.
Some good info as well. Just a lurker towards the B bomb site now. Wonder if that'll invite Hyenas to move to a plan B and just make a play towards B. Reading that FPX may have more players towards A based on no one else being there. We'll have to see. Minute 20 on the clock at present. Still clearing out short A. The exchange of grenades continues. Barrels flying everywhere. FPX look hungry for a swing here. They've got a double peek as well.
Yeah, I mean,
there it is.
That information earlier. Just, there's now 4 players from FPX just...
Borup's moving alone with the bomb as well. You can see on the radar. The way he was kind of edging around the corners to see if anybody was there, but... Scary stuff. So we'll see what the ultimate play is. There's definitely presence being shown towards the A bomb site, but that's not quite where the bomb is. 40 seconds on the clock, and we can see more Hyenas moving towards the B bomb sites, it seems. So indeed, it is going to be that way. All right, none of us are towards B. I guess we're going A, and you can see Gade has been made potentially the sacrificial lamb here. He may get caught on the rotation, though. He's got the sound cues. Really entertaining, and Stico's like, hold on a second. Hyenas dropping across the map now, 2 versus 4. Only 1 kill to show for their efforts so far, but planting the bomb. This worst case scenario ticked off at this juncture. They've got a lot more to do, though. Some kind of crossfire. Got to be careful about a flank as well, though, so they may be nervous about their positions. You can see Fessa moving forward, nothing doing from him, and Borup will be soon following him into the grave. Just 1 play loss for FPX as they move to 6 rounds to the 1 of Hyenas.
Wow, I mean, that really, Hyenas, Gade coming up A ramp, finding a little bit of a soft fake into a hard fake, and honestly finds the entry, lives. All 4 players over there. Everything was really looking good for Hyenas, and they double back towards B. But it was a hero stop from Stico that really just prevented them from getting back in this round. And despite the fact that they did get a bomb plant, they did get onto a site. FPX commanding a lead now at 6-1, and probably going to be looking at an eco here for Hyenas. Well, actually, should be a full buy, I guess. But haven't really seen anything out of them yet that it tells me that this is going to be a competitive half. You know, this is their pick on a Vertigo. You kind of assume that they've got a well-refined game plan with how to beat FPX, maybe some executes that are going to raise eyebrows and steal some of these rounds away. Instead, haven't quite seen that yet.
Yeah, what is it they have to offer us on this map? Is the question. Around he goes, Kiabi. Doesn't find Stico on this occasion, but he will find a few flames. Awkward job here.
the B bomb sites. What's the verticality on this map?
Yeah, if they could find a way to secure this B control. I mean, every time they've come over here, it seems like they're either taking a hell of a lot of damage or falling one player early. And ultimately not usually successfully in pushing back Sticko and friends, so maybe they'll find some fortune towards A. Farley maybe over-peeking that just a bit. Almost decided to re-peek it, but wisely decides otherwise.
You can see Fesser's job is just to force the CTs back so they don't have the information. And that has been successful for now. That's the goal achieved, and he's coming away alive, which is great. So we've got 3 players towards this A bomb site.
Looking like a mid-B split. Timing window is close. Only 2 players on this side of the map to defend against this, and they're not together. Actually, as I say that, the rotations do come in.
Yeah, you can see some support grenades from mid towards that B bomb site. Maiden is here. Emmy takes one in the face through the corner of the wall, but he's lost his position now. Not sure if he can cover. Hold on a second. Maiden and Farley delivering some important kills. 24 seconds. AZ and Gade still have the bomb in their hands, but where can they really go with it?
Another save. It's unfortunate there. I mean, they did a decent job, I think, forcing back players on both sides of the map, kind of making FPX guess just a little bit, but enough time had passed. No action, no map control had been taken toward the A side of the map. And once you forfeit ramp, once you forfeit all that part of the, you know, give all that information to the CTs, the rotations are almost a no-brainer at that point. And honestly, a very slow start from Hyenas, a little bit of a concerning one at the start of the series on their map pick, but FPX, on the other hand, are looking quite clean.
Zen 10 for 2 as we move into round number 9. Not too shabby at all. Lots of Galils on the in the hands of Hyenas for round 9. 3 Galils and an AK-47, but not all the grenades in the world. It's a nice deep HE which will soften up some of these players. And again, we've seen Hyenas trying to offer fakes, and they've had some the rotations going in the right places, but they haven't been able to convert the round regardless of that. Emmy this time, no multi-frag for him. Farley moving back with the AWP as Hyenas advance on the bomb site. Farley looking for targets, finding one. There's another one, and they all delivered a kill onto Borup as well. And again, it's Hyenas with only 2 players remaining. Fesser trying to find a kill through that smoke, close but not quite. Farley responding. Fesser really going for it. What is that flick from Farley? Style points.
That's fun. And honestly, I love this change of pace from Hyenas. They finally get in the face of FPX and do some initial damage. We saw some partial dinks and near one-taps. Instead, Farley just making this map his personal frag movie. And I'm sure in the highlight reels when we get around to it.
That looks like a driving wheel flick.
Oh, yeah. No, we've seen a few different sick no-scopes coming out from him. Oh, there's some more.
It's a driving wheel. Just perfectly horizontal. 8-1 for FunPlus Phoenix. Hyenas not having much fun at the moment with just 1 round on the board, a bunch of pistols. Heading quickly towards the B-bomb site. Fade away, flashbang from Sticko. Zen's kind of blind. He needs help. He's dead. This might be a chance for a bomb plant for Hyenas, might be even more. Sometimes it is the anarchy that really breaks the ice for a team, and that could be this round for Hyenas. Unresponded kills. This is a fast deletion. Storming the B-bomb site, only losing 1 player, and look at all the guns they've stolen.
Okay, Hyenas have connected. Good to see. I mean, this has just been the FPX show from start to finish, and as we stated, certainly a far-league frag movie, but that change of pace that maybe didn't pan out for them in the round prior, he goes right back to it. Gade calling another rush towards B. And, you know, despite the fact that maybe their rotations that they're drawing out of FPX, a little bit of the fakes they've been throwing, finding a little bit of success, I mean, Sticko has been ultimately unable to be uprooted. As in, he's stayed at home and it's paid off for his team several times, Farley again with a huge opener.
Oh, man. Don't test him.
This slow play is just one after another FPX picking off Hyenas round after round.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen a lot of scenarios where Hyenas are promptly left with 2 players as they're on a bomb site. This time they are 3. Just looking to be hyper-aggressive towards the A bomb site. Maybe Hyenas is appropriate, but they generally have more success in the pack.
True. Maybe that was some of the thought process in the name.
They need to watch some more Hyena documentaries and find some more synergy together. Folly.
Good, but
Hyper aggressive with this AWP. Searching again. Has he spotted AZ by these sandbags, I wonder?
yeah, they're able to push CTs out of side hall. They even get a player up there, but Emmy with a FAMAS in that position has proven to be near immortal. So brave of him to challenge there, and AZ now with a 1v4 finds one to start the 1v5. Zen falls, but 28 seconds, 55 HP. Don't see that happening. Made the high sense hero, closing it out with an op there.
How many rounds do you think Hyenas need on his T side in order to have a chance moving into CT?
Tough to say, considering it's Hyenas, and this is our mystery team. So anything that I could provide in terms of analysis is just going to be pure speculation. But in terms of just Vertigo itself, man, I'm hoping for a lot more than 2. Let's say 5. We'll say 5.
Okay, so there is a margin for error, but it's not enormous. We'll see if they can have a more successful approach to the A-bomb site, or, well, to the entire map at this point. Got 2 players lurking in mid. Kiabi through the smoke will be deleted by Zen. Not expecting him to be that deep. Thought he was safe to emerge from the smoke at that angle, but he was wrong. Very costly mistake as well. They have no map control towards mid now, no presence of any kind.
Yeah, and this has been, I think, a little bit of their struggle throughout. The slow play is, you know, they spend a lot of utility, spend a lot of, I mean, forget the utility for a second. The amount of time that gets eaten off the clock by FPX, by making Hyenas just pay for every inch of this map that they want, either with blood, utility, or just the clock itself, has been, I mean, pretty detrimental in their ability to even get onto the site. But
we can see that that kill in mid pulled rotation and completely off the B bomb site for FPX. While this fight's happening with Farley completely blind, the flashbangs will deliver eventually. Fessa going into hiding mode, and that allows Gade to finish off Emmy. So there's a 3rd round in this for Hyenas, and the money's starting to run low for FunPlus Phoenix. So as bad as it has looked, if they can win this one, things could turn around for them. This may be where their fortunes are changed, and Stiko won't deliver that kill with the silence them 4. Okay. 3rd round on the board for Hyenas. FPX completely wiped out and have big problems now.
yeah, big round there, I think, for Hyenas. Not just the possibility of giving FPX a full reset, but you know, this is one of those, as I'm describing what Hyenas is potentially failing to do, they successfully do it. Push Farley out of side hall, and they even get the frag there. Pretty big difference in the rounds prior, where he'd be coming away with 2 or 3 frags. And suddenly this is becoming a much more respectable half for Hyenas as Kirby finds the entry on Astigo. And this is, I think once or twice throughout this game, we've seen some aggression from FPX, either over at the B stairs or at elevator. Hyenas are ready for it now on their anti-eco. Already in a 5v2.
Emmy now with the Desert Eagle and a smoke. Crab walking down mid. Well, this is a good round for Hyenas. Up in numbers means there's more pressure to come on that CT economy. That's their biggest friend now, is the lack of funds for FunPlus Phoenix.
Yeah, and no one really on this roster, I mean, we can just check the stats real quick. There's not really anyone that's standing out to me in terms of individual performance or play, or necessarily underperforming. But if there was, I mean, having an anti-eco on your terrorist side, if you're able to reset the CTs and just get a clean win, it could do so much for just the mental of your team, get people upbeat, feeling good. Grab some of these kills, get the comms up a little bit, hunt the last guy. We know where Emmy is. Let's run it down.
Well, we'll see what FPX choose to do with their money. It is far from spectacular. Maybe another save situation. Well, Stiko spent a fair bit. Nope, they're going to buy. So let's see. We've got a French gun coming out for Zen. The MP9 for Stiko.
Give
M4s for the rest.
Give the FAMAS to Emmy.
Yeah,
He's got like 5
after
or
that
6 kills
performance,
with it.
man, that was outrageous. Well, Hyenas have won 3 of the last 4, so momentum could be in their favor. You can see FPX looking for some aggression, stuck in the smoke, but Farley will be successful. Emmy beyond that. He's got to consider falling back now before the spray comes through. You can see the spray is on the way, and he is already in the red. Just about escaping. That was pretty scary. 2 players lost early would be a big problem. See Phasey goes for the wallbang. He's got a money to create space, and the FunPlus Phoenix are forced back. There's quite some presence being shown by Hyenas. No lurkers towards... Oh, there is one lurker, actually, and Kiabi towards this B bomb site. Have a look at the rotation on the radar. Big focus on A for FunPlus Phoenix. We can see Hyenas slinking away. Everything can be heard on this map. That's a massive frag for Stico, and it might be safe territory for FunPlus Phoenix at this point.
Yeah, keeping the MP9 means, okay, I haven't seen much action over here. And instead, the play comes right towards him. Kirby gets the opener, and now at 9-4, it's a 4-on-3 with Hyenas putting the bomb down at B. Kirby pressed up here towards Z-Box, and I wonder whether or not FPX is just going to elect to save here. They're already backing away. Their money is already in the in the shitter, so to speak. Don't want to be in a situation where you potentially just yield 6 rounds attempting to go for a round that you just have no business winning in the first place. So wisely, they back up. Borup perhaps donating an AK to their cause. But it is so important, I think, if you're on the Terra side here, to see if you can get these weapons out of the hands of the CTs. Make sure they're not comfortable in the last round. And you know, all of Hyenas right now are hunting.
Yeah, they're certainly not going to be comfortable, that's for sure. We'll see if FunPlus Phoenix go for another very aggressive play to make up for the shortcomings they may have. No one has the money to buy an M4.
That's 3 straight for Hyenas. They're back. Or maybe they're just arriving. I don't know.
Or maybe Farley had the money to buy an M4. Never do maths on stream. Last round of the first half. See if Hyenas' momentum can take them to a late 6th round. Again, this was their pick of Vertigo. Started off horribly, but once you break that CT economy, everything can change. And it certainly has. They've given themselves plenty of breathing space as we approach half-time. Stico, as per usual, towards this B bomb site.
Oh.
Ooh, I would have thought Kiabi would have seen him there first, but Stico delivers a pretty strong kill through those grills. The ones over towards A by short are really annoying to fight through.
Right. He's had a really good performance over here at B, and I think it was the first time last round we saw him yield the bomb site once out of a half. Not bad. 4-on-5 Hyenas regrouping back towards A. They maybe fail a flash towards ramp, but nobody immediately contesting them. The B information will quickly be gathered. The question is, do they flank? Looks like they might.
Oh, Lazy will be deleted. Now Stico caught in no man's land, but look at the trades. The bomb's on the floor. There's a man advantage for FPX. Borup could change that. Indeed he will. Patient stuff and a great angle. He was at a significant disadvantage there as well. Way closer to the box, left eye peek, but still, here we are. The man's got talent. Bomb is planted, and Borup will leave it just to Emmy, who has a defuse kit. He knows where Borup is. Needs to avoid a double peek. There's no swing from Fessa with the flashbang. So he may be position unknown. Although I think Emmy might have a good idea. Spots an arm there. Borup will move into position to trade frag there, but not in time. A chance for Emmy now. Really dangerous player. Underrated as well. Oh, and he's going to land that last kill. 1 versus 2 clutch from Emmy. Puts FunPlus Phoenix in double figures, stealing the last round away just in time of the kit. Great performance from start to finish from him. 10-5 at halftime. Hyenas pick. They move to CT side after the break.
FunPlus Phoenix with 10 rounds on their CT side. You may argue that was successful. Can they close it out though, or will Hyenas pull things back on their pick of Vertigo? FunPlus Phoenix choose Inferno to follow. Rob with a nice look. He's got a salad gun out on the CT side, as I like to call it, because it kind of looks like it's covered in salad.
Gun?
It looks like it's covered in salad.
Which skin are you talking about?
The overgrowth.
Oh.
There, salad gun.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine is literally called salad gun. I've got one of those.
I love it.
I love me a good salad. I love me a good USP. The two came together naturally. We've got 3 players on the B bomb site for Hyenas. And I can see on the radar that AZ is spotting. This is retake territory. There are 2 smokes for Hyenas, so I'm imagining there will be some kind of utility play on the A bomb site should it be required. And it looks like it may be. Here the bomb hitting the floor briefly as it's collected by Zen.
There's the double nade to Emo.
Ooh.
AZ gets smacked
Thank
up.
you for playing.
Goodbye.
One of those smokes gone now. One of those players gone as well. Well then, it is retake time.
Yeah, and I think he died with some of that utility, but nevertheless, a 4-on-5 retake on CT side pistol. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that smoke was collected and deployed on the bomb. This is the kind of craziness on Vertigo that the nature of the map dictates. Smoke's up. We got a knife. Is it? Oh, got a knife out. Zen can't climb the angle. Here comes the knife. Oh, he's defused it as well before he could knife him. Man, we used to see so many of those rounds on the A bomb site of Vertigo because it lacks horizontal depth. And it starts in the pistol to great amusements.
Oh, man. Sorry for just cackling like a hyena directly into the microphone, but you know, you saw the double left into a right click, and somehow that was not enough. Like, just not in time.
It's
so
funny
close.
because at the beginning of a round, if you did left, left, right, it would kill somebody. But if you've been swinging your knife around prior to that, it does slightly less damage, and you can left, left, right, and do like 97 or something in total. It is very strange. I do not understand why it would be different, but maybe it's an
so
engine
depressing
thing.
when it happens.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a thing. I don't think it's by design either. I think it's just some kind of engine weirdness. I could be wrong though.
Maybe it's because your arms get tired after a couple swings?
Perhaps.
Best guess.
We've got the opening kill from FPX towards A. Emmy still showing some presence. The expendable man with the Desert Eagle. He'll keep 3 players entertained for now, but as things become quieter and quieter, Hyenas have to wonder what might be happening. And they may wonder too late because they're still focused on the A bomb site. In fact, they're pushing to clear it, but that'll mean that their rotation is so far away from Borup, who's on B alone, spotted, but he will deliver the first kill, looking for a second one. He'll ring the bell at the very least, but not quite get the kill. 2 low players for FPX, no HEs for Hyenas, but they've got the guns.
Yeah, both of those dinked players may, I mean, that could be so important here in a moment, but FPX has gained so much of this ground, and burning that last smoke to delay the retake. This will be a very tense moment here for Hyenas as they press forward towards Z-Box.
Well,
one goes to Farley.
That should mark the end of the round, and indeed it does. Too many man on road for FunPlus Phoenix. They move to 11. Kiabi and Fessa have done all they can for this round. It's time to save.
Yeah, I mean, you were highlighting it, but Borup just being given so much responsibility to hold there, and despite dealing 190 damage or whatever it may have been, just not in a position to be supported by anyone. No flashes come in. And that really could have been all the difference maker is.
Ooh.
Okay, Kirby getting some consolation prizes at the end of that round.
You have to respect the discipline. He doesn't want to expose his position too early when really his priority has to be to save. But he squeezes some kills out of it towards the end and gets some slight bonus money as well.
11-6. You win pistol, you lose the following round, something that we see so often these days in Counter-Strike. And when it does happen, it can be so devastating to your economy for lasting parts of the half. But 2 Famuses, an A1S, and 2 Deagles for Hyenas. This is still not quite a full-on gun round for either team. A little bit of mid-control being grabbed here from FPX. Maiden getting boosted up. He's going to find the first, and he gets ripped apart by Borup. great start here for Hyenas, and what otherwise would have been a pretty disastrous start to this half. You know, being able to turn around and reset FPX here, possibly. I mean, we look back at those exit frags that Kirby had at the end of the last round. I mean, hugely detrimental to FPX if they find a way to grab this one. Look at this position. Engage.
All right, then. That's quite something. Can they trade that position? Indeed, they just about can. Farley with some AD, and the UMP to tie the numbers. Flashes towards the site for the swing. KRB is on the move, on the flank, in fact. That is an angle from Borup. I don't know if you saw anybody. Either way, Farley is dead. And again, that's going to run distraction as this flank continues from KRB. So it's only going to get worse for Emmy. Trying to avoid getting shot from the front. We can see KRB on short now. But it'll be easy to get the final kill. So Hyenas strike straight back. 2 AK-47s now for the CT squad. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. And Gade, I mean, you're right there at the edge of the smoke. You've got the positional advantage. They have no idea you're there. This nice entry here from Borup on the CT side. But the fact that Gade gets nothing for his trouble, I don't know how Fesser he must have found a very weak opponent there, because trying to fall back, just a deagle in hand. Gets rated out 1 for 1, but the fact that Gade gets none and they still win the round, that's huge from Hyenas. The heroics of Borup over there on top of the A site, making the difference. But FPX with this lone AK-47 looking to find anything they can towards A ramp. Okay, that'll help. Gade getting caught unawares from a sandbag's boost underneath him, and really wasn't intended for Farley to be the point man there. It's just how it worked out. Faster from long haul does get deleted by Maiden after a trade on Sticko.
Yeah, that's a great response. Hyenas in trouble now. The trades look to continue in terms of rounds and personnel. KRB starting to get trapped now. Pre-firing, did his best, but he was in such a bad situation. That leaves AZ and Borup 2 versus 3. Bomb not planted just yet. And Vertigo is such that even with a rotation, Hyenas still have a chance. See if they stick together or if they will start to split. The footsteps will be heard now, and that means that Borup's going to be on the bomb site with plenty of time, but AZ's a little behind him. Flashbang, Borup now trying to get himself a 1v1, looking for the transfer, only good for the one. Where is the cover for the bomb planter? That's a question for AZ. Bomb's down on B now. Oh my God, AZ, you can't be serious!
Let's go!
That was absolutely exquisite from AZ, and indeed Hyenas prevail. Throws the pistol out, swings wide, takes out the planter and the cover. No trade frag for you, FPX.
He knows just by virtue of where that bomb is pinging that there's got to be an opponent behind that box. Throws the Glock fix, swings left, finds both. Beautiful spray transfer headshot onto Farley, who's probably kicking himself, thinking he probably should have closed that out, that frag, but the discipline not quite there, and Hyenas steal that round away. PX had clear advantages across the board. And there in the dying moments, just beautiful clutch from AZ.
So you have the hero AK-47 from Maiden. There are some weaknesses from Hyenas with the double FAMAS, but nothing compared to what we have here for FPX. 3 of the 5 players of Kevlar, for example.
Look at how much ground they're getting here for free. This could absolutely blow up in their faces. Hyenas are pushed up at B. Sticko finds the first, and it's just Kierby. There's no way anyone can rotate to him.
That was such a big opportunity for Farley. They were in position to split the B bomb site. Fesser's getting dropped as well, and there is the split. What has happened to this? Why is nobody mid?
They just ignored an entire section of the map that FPX chose to push in. And now in round 20, FPX seemingly getting a free one with a very limited buy.
Yeah, with some whiffs as well.
Yeah, it wasn't even as though, this was like some insane shots from FPX. They just walked into success here.
There should be one more gun to collect somewhere, all right? They had 1 AK, I can see the FAMAS on the floor, and it is indeed collected. So much stolen from Hyenas. AZ again with the AWP. Always used to him being a rifler, but plenty of sniping going on in this game from AZ. 12 kills so far. Borup with 18. Had some support for Borup from Cadian on Twitter earlier on.
I wonder if this is going to be one of those rounds where we look back at the end of the game and think about what could have been, because now we're looking at a potential, I mean, they may buy around the off, I guess, but this easily could have been a cleaned up anti-eco for Hyenas, and instead FPX walk away with a lot of weaponry.
Ropey situation now for Hyenas, and indeed AZ has got to be the cannon. He's got to find the kills, quite simply. See how he's using his jump trajectory there to seek out some targets. But as he moves back, it may prove more difficult for Hyenas to be effective in a round such as this.
Yeah, and after showing his hand over there, he figures, well, they know the ops over here. I better rotate to the other side. But they may have just gleaned some information as he doubles back immediately with Gade. The execute is bound to come forward from FPX now.
Looks like there's a two-man push of the mid position. Kiabi will be left alone on the flank as Fessa makes his way towards the A-bomb site. Now AZ's lost all his angles, looking for somebody in his sandbags with the AWP. Big gaps in the smokes, but now there are more smokes sprayed through, and they want to hold on to these rifles, Hyenas. Where is that flank? Gade, no, Kiabi, sorry, still downstairs. But indeed, I think the players who are alive could help try to protect these weapons in case of a hunt from FPX. They had position, lost it, and that's the round.
Pretty much. FPX about to grab their 13th. And Hyenas, I mean,
not quite got started on this half just yet.
no, it doesn't even seem like they've shown us anything here on CT side. They've almost, and I wouldn't call that last round a throw necessarily, but certainly a tactical, strategic blunder. They got ecoed once. Just hasn't really gotten started for Hyenas, and I'm afraid they might just run out of rounds here before getting to that point.
Two explosions in a row for FunPlus Phoenix. Just 3 rounds away now from a Vertigo W versus Hyenas. AZ. See how patient these FPX players will be. It's a nice flashbang who's been spotted, and there's plenty of harassment with AK-47s. 2 rifles and 3 pistols for Hyenas. I'm not sure if the AWP was identified there by FPX. But they have a big concentration of players to this bomb site, as we can see. But look at the rotation from Hyenas as well. There's a big focus on A. Down goes Fessa. The 2 rifles are still in play, though. That's not one of them. That's Borup with the Desert Eagle. You can see the flank from AZ now as he pushes down a short position to no avail. The AWP's been lost. Deco will go beyond it, I'm sure. Not before a quick reload, though. I think Gabe's barrel may have just been seen there as he looked away, just as the T's emerged. Farley looking for that flank, and he will deliver. FPX now can protect the AWP, make sure it doesn't get into the hands of the remaining Hyenas. Well, it seems it's going to be a race to the B bomb site, and there are 2 rifles in the hands of Hyenas now, the AK on Borup, the M4 on Gade. And again, these rotations, very blatant because of the sound. And Hyenas are here. A swing, a trade. Borup now 1 versus 2. He has Kevlar and 33 HP. Just needs a headshot. You can see Stiko at the back right. Emmy's not too far behind. Delivering a Molotov as Stiko starts to peek. That's the 1v1 that Borup wants at this point. Stiko also quite low. Bomb planted. Stiko holding the flashes. Goes beyond Borup though, who's just waiting to be given an opportunity. Can see Emmy hiding as Stiko's behind the girders. Borup creeping up now. Could he see a part of Stiko, like his elbow or something? I wonder. Well, seeing a lot of him now. Very nice time, synchronized double peek from FPX, and they're 2 rounds away from the first map.
Well, if I've learned anything in this game so far, it's should have thrown the pistol right there. Didn't quite pan out. But 14-8, I mean, for FPX, this has looked almost like they've been given some of these advantages in the scoreline, but Hyenas haven't looked terrible. It's just there's some definite gaps in their completeness when it comes to handling some of these rounds. And it does leave me a little concerned considering map pick and all. This opening engagement towards A ramp. I don't think his favorite Hyenas a single time, so Fesser over here. It's oh so tenuous. He finds the head of Maiden to start things out. Little 5v4 advantage for Hyenas as FPX continue to press onward towards A. Clearing the sandbags out with some Molotovs and setting up the execute now.
Creeping onto the site now. Hyenas patiently defending from the rear. Trying to thwart some bomb plants. And FPX are running out of utility here. You can see Zen with a smoke grenade, and that's about it. So they're going to have to defend this with the numbers. Stico taking one in the face. So does Farley, and it'll be finished off by AZ. 5 versus 2 retake for Hyenas. They've got the smokes and the mollies as well. And here comes the charge of the numbers from Hyenas. They need this round. Kyabi's the man with the defuse kit. And now Zen. Perhaps a question of damage for him. Try and kill as many as possible. Well, that'll just be the one. So 4 survive for Hyenas. AKs to be collected, and a 9th round on the board.
So starts the fake comeback. I mean, the only one does fall there towards the end. So you have 4 players alive, excuse me. And it really starts off there at A ramp for the first time. I think they win that engagement. It's Fesser finding an A1 as headshot down there towards bottom of A ramp. There it is. And to be honest with you, there's not really been a clear game plan out of Hyenas, but this setup that they've been running where take some contact towards A ramp and fall back, well, the fall back part really hasn't ever come through. They lose 1 or 2. Somebody gets trapped towards side hall and they get cleared out by Molotovs. FPX just sort of walks into the site and plants. AZ with some early B aggression. Look at this.
Oh
finding
my
a no scope on Stico. Does get volleyed out. The movement is so swift.
That is an absolutely wild play from AZ. Maybe that'll spur on the team because they have a lot of catching up to do on this CT side. Again, this is their pick of Vertigo. You'd imagine it's strongest foot forward, but if they lose this one, then what of the others? 5 rounds to claw back. Passive angles on the A-bomb site from Hyenas as FPX look to try and take some map control. See a swing from Maiden and a Molotov towards the boxes at the back. AZ with a nice angle with the AWP. And again, no lurker in this round for FunPlus Phoenix on the other side of the map at least. They're all focused on the A-bomb site. Smokes are up and maybe time to look towards the bomb plant. Still 5 players alive for Hyenas. Fesso will exchange fire, but remain alive for now. A lot of pre-fire from Maiden, and the bomb's been planted. Just a flashbang for FPX, with which to maybe swing a bit later on. Never mind, it's been lost. 3 versus 5 now. It's a nice shot from Emmy, ever dependable, but it's Zen versus 3. Trying to avoid getting sprayed through a smoke as well, but they can see him around the edge. Again, the smokes back and forth on the A plants is what we're seeing here on Vertigo. But Hyenas now making it to double figures as well.
Yeah, and 2 really solid retakes out of Hyenas back-to-back that kind of actually inspire me to believe that they can have a very competitive half here on CT because, you know, despite the fact that they were able to almost scrounge together 5 rounds on their T side, weren't really convincing, to be honest with you. And so, they've won with 4 alive, 3 alive. They're starting to build a little bit of a bank. You know, they can afford to buy into the next couple rounds, hopefully. Actually, as I say that, FPX nearing bankruptcy on their last buy. Fesser with another entry, a hell of a headshot towards Farley on A ramp. And that's another man advantage that's going the way of Hyenas. And considering, you know, round by round, this scoreline is getting tighter. It really seems that early aggression is paying off in a big way for Hyenas. They're able to play this little bit of a retake style towards A little bit more confidently and comfortably. And if nothing else, that's one less set of utility that FPX have to execute up here in A.
AZ having a look-see and Maiden gets punctured. FPX may be running out of steam somewhat here.
Hyenas with the consistent early frags and big advantages on this A bomb site. Again, we've got the smokes, but at this point, there are no more grenades for FunPlus Phoenix. They've got to frag out here. And Hyenas holding angle, still with somewhat of a crossfire, though Fesser's facing the floor a little bit, trying to avoid some flashes. The grenades continue now from the Hyena side, who always have the smokes for a retake situation on this A bomb site. And they got the guns as well, and the trade frag numbers. Deco on the ramp, trying to do what he can. He's got Emmy to play off of as well. And now the numbers are even. They're getting even better. Emmy, again with a multi-frag. Now it's Kiabi versus Deco. Deco on the rotation. Kiabi faking the defuse in the smoke. Deco may not realize this. He just spotted him now. And again, he rotates round to the other side, but surely this is going to be heard. 2 seconds on the clock, and I think it's too late to defuse the bomb.
It's going to be so close. Nah. Valiant effort. FPX grabbed 15, and I mean, that retake honestly was looking so good, but I think it was Emmy there holding fast near side hall, just did not give that ground, didn't even swing, let them make the mistakes. And it seemed as though the CTs really weren't ready to swing together. So Hyenas really just kind of failing to grab their 11th, yielding the 15th. Tough one to lose considering their bank is finally nearing its end.
Yeah, they really depending on AZ to find something now. Oh my god, that was so absurdly fast. The smoke is down at the perfect time and they can't really respond to it. Kiabi will follow up as well. Borup's creeping through the smoke. Maybe a little greedy there. 5 versus 3. He's given him something. He's given him a chance, but Gade will make life even worse for FPX. And they had shortcomings in their money as well. We saw 2 Galils at the beginning of this round. But look at the buy from Hyenas. There are pistols all over the place. Pistols galore. For the CT side, and boy will they deliver. All of a sudden, Zen is 1 versus 4 with 1:20 on the clock. This is a fast, brutal round. AZ did exactly what he needed to. Took his spawn, got a super fast kill, perfectly timed smoke. Not over yet.
Yeah, he's had that spawn a couple times in this half, and his success rate has been flawless. So considering you could potentially be going into this round with 3 Deagles, I think an M4 and an AWP, turn it around and potentially walking away with 3 AKs and an AWP.
Well, Zen throwing grenades means the entire team are now rotating over. But it seems this could be on purpose. I don't know. He's kind of second-guessing himself, maybe looking for a flag. Well, he's got 1. 30 seconds to find 3 more. We'll see if he commits to this B bomb site. He doesn't actually have the bomb either. But Hyenas are here. The bomb is on the low ground, if I'm not mistaken. 18 seconds, and I presume he'll be holding on to the AK.
Yeah, no sense in pressing forward at this point. But, I think there is something to be said for just making sure that Hyenas don't come into the next round with a bankroll to have a comeback, 1, and 2. Potentially having a more devastating eco impact in the round to come. But saving an AK and your armor is probably the most that they can hope for. I don't know if they'll have enough to even really force out on any other players. But a beautiful.
Oh my! I didn't even see anyone.
Oh man, so good. The round before when he did it, he was full blind, flying through the air. Oh, loving what I'm seeing from them so far. Grabbing their 11th. 4 rounds separate these 2 teams. Just an AK on Zen in this round. 4 Deagles for the rest of them. As FPX look to put a slow, I'll just say it, a halt to Hyenas.
Hero AK on Zen. This is a full investment from FunPlus Phoenix. Oh, you got to be real careful, Borat. Kiabi may not see enough from resolution. Emmy just runs to his doom. Maybe it's spread late. Sometimes it does. Or has Kiabi done enough? And a rifle could be collected. Got a flick from AZ. Not going to connect on that one. Fade away in Sentry. Not sure if you saw more than 1 player. We still have Hyenas pretty spread out. And if FPX go quiet, then wherever they choose to go, there may be a 3v2 worst case scenario. Right now you've got 1B, 1 mid, 1A. See how deep Fesser goes before he tries to stay close, maybe to the B bomb site.
Yeah, I think this all depends on AZ. See whether they maybe go for a head boost, try and peek in the sight, or just follow Zen up the staircase. But it's all really on AZ to defend this, and I mean, he's positioned well with his op. Just a matter of time. Only 20 seconds left on the clock for FPX to plant. He does have a rotator close by, so if he does hit his first shot, I got to think bomb plant near impossible, but misses his first. Game is on.
9 seconds, and there's the flank from Maiden. AZ's in trouble now.
Oh.
Down he goes. Chance to plant the bomb. This could be it. This could be curtains for Gate. Half health now as he's spotted in connector. He does not have a defuse kit. There could be one around him. He's got 2 players to find. He has to avoid the trade frag. He's got a smoke to create some space. Considering the flashbang, the unorthodox peek from Farley will be enough for a 16-11. FunPlus Phoenix stealing Vertigo away from Hyenas. Had a good lead for the most part. Felt like they were in control mostly. And they managed to close it out.
Yeah, just looking really comfortable across the board, I think. And despite some flashes of brilliance from Hyenas, some maybe standout individual stuff, really just FPX in control from start to finish.
Yeah, that was a very interesting game of Vertigo, and there's plenty more action to come. But before we get